Welcome to a Delco Nerd Network Hot Take. If you haven't seen the show before, a hot take is where we give our thoughts, give our opinions on a movie, a video game, or a TV show. Today, we're going to be reviewing Man of Medan, and of course, to join me, as always, Chris Trio, and I'm your host, Anthony Rigucci.
How you doing, Gooch?
Good.
Dark Pictures Anthology.
Yeah.
Man of Medan.
The start of the anthology. So, what did you think of Man of Medan?
I was bored.
Really?
For a lot of it.
Really?
For most of it, actually. I really didn't... I don't know. I loved Until Dawn. I really enjoyed that game. And I think a lot of that comes from the characters right off the bat. I don't know why. That lead-up scene in Until Dawn when they're in the house and the two girls run off a cliff or whatever, that kind of gives you a little snapshot of everyone's character, and then you lead off from there. I didn't get, a great sense of the characters, I felt like, at least for me. The whole boat scene, I was just like, oh, what I'm building these relationships.
What,
the first kind of act, I guess.
The first part, the World War II part.
No, actually, that I thought was really cool. I like that part. But
yeah,
when we got to
that part all made sense to me. I thought that's what you're talking about.
No, sorry. I mean, when you get on the Duke of Milan or whatever with that whole group, I was like, I don't know who these characters are. They were kind of trying to build a relationship between the brothers, and I was like, okay, that's good. Maybe it was the actors. I don't know. I liked Sean Ashmore. I thought he was good.
he's kind of like the big name of this game.
What'd you think?
I actually kind of dug it. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was not Until Dawn good, but it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
There is something that I don't like about it, and I'm not sure what it is. But I'm not looking too far into it. I enjoyed it. I think the story is pretty cool. It's actually kind of different from Until Dawn in a sense. It's this
I like the ideas they were going for.
How I'm
too.
taking this is Until Dawn is the full-length movie, and Man of Medan and the Dark Pictures Anthology is the TV show. Yeah. That's how I'm kind of taking it. Because Man of Medan is shorter, there's less to it, it's not as involved as Until Dawn. Because they're doing a bunch of these smaller games that they're including in this anthology. And we already got a tease for the next one, which you get at the end. I guess we can talk about that more towards
Was it after the credits or something?
I think so, yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, there's a little. It's the teaser trailer that they released.
Oh, okay.
So that's where that probably came from. Because
right.
I think on the day of it came out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I liked the ideas that they were going for, and maybe if I liked the cast more, it was a little more involved.
The cast I think is hard to get behind. I will agree with that. They're not necessarily insanely likable, any of them. I think I actually like Julia and Conrad the most.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Alex and Brad are very odd.
Just I don't know what's they're
I feel
saying
their names should be switched.
Yeah.
They Brad does not look like a Brad, and Alex is the Brad.
Fix the name, guys. No, yeah, I agree. I don't know. I didn't buy that they were brothers.
I kind of dug Fliss.
I thought Fliss. She grew on me by the end.
I think that Alex and Brad is where the issue lies. They seem very
they're like, hey man, I'm proud of you. I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't think you have.
They don't. It's not that they don't seem like brothers. It's just they're there's something weird. It's the writing between the two. And I think everyone else is fine.
So we're gonna go. Obviously, people die in this game depending on what you choose. How many people died for you by the end?
So I played through 3 times so far.
I've only done the one.
The game is pretty short. That's what I kind of like, how you can blow through it pretty quickly. Yeah. And I've only played it single player. We didn't get a chance to play co-op.
Yeah, I do want to try that.
Yeah. I heard the game is actually pretty different apparently in co-op. So yeah, we both played single player. Mm-hmm. I played 3 times. You played once. First time I lost Conrad and Fliss. Conrad. Okay. So did Conrad escape on the boat for you?
No, he got impaled on a big old pipe when he fell 3 stories because he got scared. But he was the only one that died.
I have never done that part where he's lone and scared yet. Because so if you pre-order the game, you get the curator's cut, and that cut is the other side of the co-op that you play.
Oh,
but you play in single player. So you're playing as single player, co-op. The curator's cut is if you're playing the co-op side single player. So you're playing as the other side. So I got Conrad to the boat on my second playthrough, but because I was playing the co-op version, I was not playing as him. I still haven't experienced this part.
Yeah.
So my first one was he escaped on the boat and he got shot and he dies while the boat's going. But also, even if you escape on the boat, Conrad still dies because he comes back and everyone's gone and he's alone and he
tries to loot
and dies. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, so
you get people killed pretty easily in this.
It's funny. Well, I know there was one time on the boat with Conrad where you could kind of keep pushing the dude. I thought I should probably let up or he's gonna actually shank me in the neck, like one of the pirate guys. Yeah, but I don't know.
They don't. From what I can,
yeah.
I don't think you can get killed from that.
But no one else died for me. I guess I didn't. Maybe I was just making all the right choices, and I was like, these don't feel like they're making a big difference for me. I don't know what's going on. Even
Fliss died for me in a really weird way.
I was gonna say, how did she die?
There's this part where in my playthrough, the water's rising and Fliss goes down to do something and she has to come back up and the grate's stuck.
Yeah.
And Brad has to break it open. And, you can either try to break open the lock or the hinge. And I did the lock and it didn't do anything and she died. I was like, you fucking serious?
Oh, man.
I was like, that was cheap.
I didn't have, even, there was stuff you're underwater with Julia and, you have to press X and if you miss it, she, cuts her leg. I was like, oh, that's going to be, an infection or something. Come back. Didn't do anything.
That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Did you do the decompression thing?
Yeah.
If you don't do that, she dies at the end.
Oh, really? From scurvy? The bends.
Yeah. No, I mean, they talk about it for a little bit too, and it's just I was playing through because if you do the creator's cut, default she doesn't do that.
Really?
She will just come straight up. So you don't have any control of that. Whereas normally you would have.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Yeah, I was sitting there. They do make it look like they just blew up the boat after they ran away, and I was like, no, I'll wait, and then it's just the fucking at the end you escape and she starts heavy breath and then she dies. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck. Wow. I was like, that
the bends.
Sucks. I was like,
the
that
bends.
sucks.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I mean, I do love the idea of these games, just the butterfly effect thing of there's very many paths and these little things add up. And I really feel like you especially feel that in Until Dawn, whereas in this it didn't feel. They probably were affecting,
I feel like
but
you
for me
do
it didn't.
see it, but it happens much more quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Except for that Julia one, which is the only one that really happens right at the start, and you see the
you don't even realize
at the end. I think the length kind of makes them have to
try to speed up some things. Yeah,
matter faster.
That's true.
And maybe they're going to learn as they do these games and kind of adapt as they go. One thing I think from Until Dawn to this that Man of Medan does better, they get rid of the motion thing with the controller, which I think...
See, I like that better than the
I think that
was
one thing that everyone bitched about.
Really?
Because it was just sometimes you would hold still and you'd still lose.
See, I was having issues with the heartbeat thing where I was hitting it and it was like, no, you didn't hit it. You fucked up, and I was like, "What?"
There's certain points where I've done them 3 times and I fuck it up every time.
But I was like, "How did I definitely hit it?" I actually really like that the sit still one, and this one's kind of making me want to go back and replay Until Dawn a little bit right now. But yeah, I don't know. It definitely. I said it in our group chat. I was like, it's kind of been a chore for me to get through, because there was not a point in the game where I was like, oh, I'm locked in and I want to keep going. There were some parts in Until Dawn where I was like, I just want to keep playing.
The game, Man of Medan is way too dark.
I agree.
It's fucking way... dude, if I have the lights on and I was playing, I can't see shit.
There's no way... Yeah.
It's so dark. I had to shut the lights off and I'm just it's I'm not even doing this for the atmosphere. I can't fucking see.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
I cannot see shit.
Yeah, that's a big... annoying thing in games, even in movies. I was saying to you, but we were watching Titans and I was like, why does everything have to have a gray sheen?
It's not even
everything?
that as sheen.
It's like a filter.
The
I should say
it's just dark.
Yeah, that's
there's
true.
Really no.
It's not a filter. It's just there's no ambient light to give you.
There's literally no light in this boat. I mean, it creates a sense of spookiness. But
but it's almost
when you literally can't see.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and there's no way to put light. It's not like Outlast. Where, if you don't have your camera on, it's pitch black, but you have it. You have night vision. You have night vision on to do that.
Yeah. So, what did you think? We're going to spoil this here. About the Manchurian gold stuff and how that ended up working. So basically it was a chemical, correct? That was making them hallucinate? I think it was a chemical that the Japanese were developing in China, and they had found it and they were taking it back to San Francisco. Okay. And thunder happens to strike the boat, and the boat
and like the electricity kind of runs through the boat, and it
gets into the chemical,
and it causes like the water around the chemicals to like electrify, and like the Manchurian gold starts to like
react
to that. And I'm like, that's actually really cool.
It's
I was like, that is a very interesting way to do this story. Like I didn't like, I knew the Manchurian gold. I was like, what is this?
Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't,
because I was like, oh, maybe it is bringing these people back to
exactly,
life, but it's not.
But it wasn't. They were having hallucinations, and I guess I felt like it took too long to get to that, to have that realization. Like I was like, what am I supposed to be afraid of? But then it like out of nowhere, I felt like it really ramped up when I was playing as Conrad, and like I'm running away from this demon witch thing, and like it looks like basically almost like the thing from Until Dawn, and like. It's like run or hide.
What,
I'm like,
the Wendigo?
Yeah, and like very like the way it crawls around and everything. And it's
like
I've
never done that, which is really like I didn't get to that part.
Like she looks like the sailor lady from the poster, but then she turns and
I've seen it in the trailers. So it's like, when did that part happen? I'm like, oh, Conrad.
And like, I chose to hit, and then it did the hold your breath, or not hold your breath. You had to press X like as your heartbeat goes by.
Yeah.
And I fucked that up, and then. She kills me, and I was like, "Wow, that was really like out of." I don't know. It just felt like we went from 0 to 100 really quick.
Yeah, I mean, you can lose people pretty quick.
Yeah.
What was your ending? Like, what exactly happened?
I chopped the one dude in half. The crazy pirate
leader. Olsen either dies there, or if he doesn't notice you in that hall, he dies from hallucination. So he dies default. Like, he always dies.
Yeah. So I had a fight with him as Alex? No. Brad.
You can have a fight with him as like 3 or 4 different characters.
Interesting.
Yeah, like you can get a lot of people like in that situation.
There were some. It is one.
There's really a lot of paths in the game. It doesn't seem like it, but like a lot of characters can do different things.
Yeah, and the one thing it would happen during cutscenes. I'd be an idiot. I'd like have my hand off the controller like a moron, and it'll be like press square or something, and I'm like, fuck, and then he just hits you with the fucking sledgehammer. But I ended up beating him. The distributor cap was fine. And everyone got on the boat and just drove off.
Except
besides
for
Conrad.
So
you see, like, what's her name? Julie and Alex see Conrad. Alex.
Wait, what?
They see him, like, impaled, like, on the spike. Like, to confirm he's dead. Because they're going to, like, turn on the power or something again for the radio. But then they ended up not even needing that because they get the distributor cap. But... yeah, so, I mean, it seemed pretty happy besides Conrad dying, because, like, the one dude kills himself, the, like, son, Junior.
You can save him. I don't think it's his son. I think he just...
I just assumed.
Yeah. Did Danny die for you, the other dude?
Yeah, he gets stabbed by, what's his name?
He either dies there, or Alex kills him in the water.
Yeah, Alex. Awful boyfriend. Awful boyfriend in this. I feel like
I mean, if he's supposed to be pretty shitty.
It is funny, like, where he's not even... Well, for me, they were, like, madly in love.
Oh, did you propose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she said yes, and I was, like, happy about it or whatever. So, like, they were, like, full relationship status by the end. But, like, you see her impaled dead brother, and he's like, come on, we gotta go. We can't... Like, not even, like, a hug. Not, like, a sorry about your brother. Just... And then they're sitting on the boat, running, like, driving away, and she's, like, crying, sitting on the boat, and he's just like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, comfort her. What are we... It's very weird writing for those two in some respects. I don't know. Maybe I read into things too much, but it was just interesting to me. Not as good as Until Dawn.
Yeah, Until Dawn better. But, like, I think it's cool. Like, I'm interested to play the co-op mode.
Yeah, I am too.
The movie night mode, which I hope...
What's the movie night mode?
Basically, local co-op. But you can play, like, with 5 people.
That's awesome.
So...
You all vote to make decisions, I assume.
I'm hoping we get together for Halloween, and I was like, well, I know we're playing.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. I don't exactly know how it works, but I think that's a cool mode to
assume you have...
Because the fact that you can... One thing I'll give this game, Until Dawn is... You probably need a few sittings to get through. It's a pretty long game.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
This, you could blow through this in a night.
If you really wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that long. It's maybe...
This is probably 3 to 4 hours.
3 hours, 2.5 hours. Like, I played through it 3 times, and, like, it's not long.
Yeah. Until Dawn was probably, like, 8?
Yeah, I would say 8.
9?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but, I mean, I really love these games. I think they're really fun games to just kind of sit with someone and hang... Like, when you're hanging out, or just have a party... even if they don't do this, you don't do this party mode. You just yell out, "What do you want? What choice do you want me to make?" Like while you're hanging with your friends. Like me and Super and all them played Until Dawn one night, and I was like, "What should I choose?" No, do that, and it's a lot of fun. They can be really cool party games, and it's interesting to see how they all kind of turn out.
Yeah, I wanted to make one point. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Just trying to pull it back. Get it back.
Oh, so did you tell the army that you were on the Orang Medan? Did you find out the name of the ship?
No.
Okay, so you have to find a few things to like. The ship's name is Orang Medan.
Okay.
And so, what did you tell the?
I just gave him my coordinates and was like,
okay. Did they show us cutscene of them coming or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so if you give them, so I had to situate. So Danny doesn't die from that knife wound. He was alive at like
Wait,
so.
the
My original ending, a helicopter with like some Marines come and they go through the ship and they find Danny and he like attacks them. But apparently, if you're all alive and you don't get off with the ship, the army just kills you all.
Makes sense.
Because
Yeah,
they know about it, and
they've been trying to find.
They found.
Oh yeah.
No, I think they do know.
Oh, they
about
know
it,
where it is, but
and
they're
they
just
know
leaving
the
it.
ship is
no go. It's a no fly zone. Yeah. That makes sense.
I was like, that's interesting because I read up. It's like, yeah, if like you're all survive and like you don't get off with the ship and you're on the ship and they find you, they gun you down. I was like, that's pretty interesting.
It would make sense.
But again, I think the story is nice and different from Until Dawn.
I like the idea. There's not really any supernatural elements. You think there are, but there are, and that's so. I guess it makes you hallucinate things.
Also, I think it affects men a lot differently than it affects women. I thought it didn't affect women at all at first.
Yeah.
Because mind you, that ship is all men.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, well, like, when you first get on there, like, Fliss and Julia aren't, like, reacting.
There's, like, a few times where they'll go, like, oh, what's
like,
that?
The guys are reacting.
Yeah.
I was like, does it affect women differently? And I'm pretty sure it does.
Interesting.
Because Julia has some hallucination of Alex's face on different people.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Fliss has some hallucinations, but it's not as severe as the guys. So I think that was something with the chemical, that the chemical affects men worse than it affects women.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Definitely some plot elements to deem that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, what'd you think of the curator?
I liked him.
Played by Pip Torrance.
I mean, he was great. I really like that. I love that element in Until Dawn. Like that, just they can't pull you out. I kind of liked how it was used in Until Dawn better. Like he did kind of those like Rorschach tests and like it was a little bit more interactive. But I still really like that character.
Yeah, I like the curator, and I like his like intro.
Yeah,
like
it's good.
Song. I like how they use "Oh Death" again, and they kind of like bring it in as
No,
they're
it's
still
cool.
like including Until Dawn into this like mythos and this war, this like little horror universe. I think
Supermassive is doing something really cool, and
yeah, because still there really is no like even though Until Dawn came out and it was like a big hit, there's really not many games that came out that are exactly like it.
No, it really isn't. I mean, it takes a lot of time, you'd assume, to make all those different plot elements line up, and like you have all these different branching trees and how you cut off certain endings by doing certain activities. It probably is a pretty time-consuming thing to even like make a smaller one. Yeah. Let alone, I wonder how long it took them to really map out Until Dawn's story. And like really all those
we're
different
getting
strands.
Little Hope, I think the game is called.
That's what he says that at the end. He's like, I'll see a little hope.
I like how he says that because it kind of I like the meta-ness of it. So, do you know who Pip Torrance is? Mm-mm. He is the dude in Preacher, who's the dude with like one eye.
Okay. I only watched the first season.
Okay.
Who was he? I don't know.
So he's in that, but like,
all right.
That's the dude who plays him.
He's a good actor. I like him.
Yeah, I think it works. I like how they kind of brought that back. But yeah, the kid from We Are the Millers is in the Little Hope, which is cool. I would actually really like if there was always like one big actor in each game.
No, it would be cool.
Because Sean Ashmore was in Quantum Break. I was gonna say Quantic Dream, but that's the studio who does Heavy Rain and Detroit.
Chestnut.
Yeah, I always get them confused. But yeah, like Sean Ashmore was in that, and then he's in this, and he clearly is like interested in doing video game acting.
Yeah, it's cool.
Actually, the girl in Control, I think I told you this, is in Quantum Break as well. And they brought her back for their next game.
That's cool. I definitely want to try Control out when that kind of cheapens up a little bit, and I don't have anything else to play. Looks really cool. Yeah.
So, it's at a price point of $30. I think it's probably worth more 20.
I
feel like if you have something going on or there's games coming out, like Gears 5 is out / coming out officially, Borderlands 3, like we're in a busy time.
Yeah.
If you're not really interested, I would just say hold off. It is a quick game. Like if you really want to play it, I think it is like $30 isn't like really all that demanding, but you know.
I think you could definitely wait if you want. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Especially with this time of year and everything's coming out. But if you enjoyed Until Dawn, it's probably up your alley.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that it, Gooch?
That's it.
And I think that's about all we have today. Thank you all so much for watching. God damn it. Where'd my outro go? You can find this podcast everywhere, all your favorite things. Apple, iTunes, those are the same thing. Spotify. We are on all the socials at Delco Nerds, not at the Delco Nerds. We always mix that up. And you can find all this information on our website, www.delconerdnetwork. I know I'm forgetting something, and it's my fault because I don't have the outro up. For Gooch, I've been Trio. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay nerdy, and we will see you next time.